Okay, Hennie, so after what, nearly 3 years since we're going to come to Dakar after COVID, and then we decided to build a new car, and we're eventually here with our T1 Plus. So just give us a little rundown about how it went today and your feelings about the 2 weeks ahead.
Yeah, I can just say goosebumps. I mean, it's nerve-wracking thinking that we're finally here, and it's goosebumps to think that in 2 days' time we're starting, and it's it's such an awesome race. And it's got so many curveballs and it's so unpredictable, but at the same time the pace is so high. Just now when we went out testing and so forth, these T1 Pluses are now, they animals of a different kind. So they're really, with the big wheels and the suspension, I just know the guys are going to push it out there. We'll just have to, keep an eye on the road, and Jean is on the navigation and so forth. I know it's a long game, but I'm just happy that we're here finally after all that effort. Remember when you and I sat in that same Sprinter on the way back from the Kalahari rally, and we said, then we were going to go the next year in the Amarok, and we said, no, we kicked the ball. We kicked the ball around a couple of times, and in that your Sprinter on the way back from the Kalahari, we decided we're going to rather build a new car, and then the T1 Pluses came in. It was to be a T1, then a T1 Pluses, and then Chart and then Chart just called me back. One day while we were in the process, and he just said, we got to switch. We can't just do T1. We got to go T1 Plus. It's just, and luckily he made that call. Otherwise we would have built a T1. Imagine we're standing here with a T1.
Well, I think the lacquer thing is we're here in a competitive car, and as we were talking earlier, you were saying the T1 Plus class. It's just dominated by these Toyotas now.
Yes, dominated by T1 Pluses, and then by T1 Pluses Toyotas. They're all over, they're like pals, every second one's got one, so it's unbelievable how many of them are here. And we only have all the T1 Pluses here, there's only 3 V8s, and we're one of them. Thomas Oresticek, our neighbor, has got one. I'm not sure who's got the third one, but there's only 3 V8s. They're all the other cars, the 40 plus cars, are all turbocharged
V6s.
Yeah, either the BRX or the Toyota or the Ford.
And we don't feel we're down on power at this altitude and all that kind of stuff, and it's just a less complex car, so there's less to go wrong. Am I right?
Yeah. I think unfortunately we're still running the 37mm restrictor, same as them. So I think there's a bit slight disadvantage, but 8,000 kilometers kind of stuff. Yeah, and like you said, for us it's much more simpler engine to look after, much less heat to worry about, less moving parts, a turbo and that kind of stuff. So it's definitely the type of car for a privateer, and for us, small team, 7 in total, John and me navigating, yourself, Chart and Becker, and then B, that's it. We're a small team, so we got to do everything here every morning, every afternoon. We got to up, back in, drive, so unless you're a big team, that's the way to go for a small team.
And Jean, you've been to how many Dakars now, and in what roles?
This will be my 8th Dakar. I raced in 5 of the 8, and the others.
Because you navigated for the Century guys for a while, is that correct?
The Century twice, and then also in a Toyota with Thomas Rundle 1 year.
Okay.
And then I also in the trucks. I was in the big trucks in the old days for supporting the overdraft team.
Okay, excellent, man. All right, so Hennie, it's tomorrow scrutineering, and then we look forward to the prologue.
Yeah, Chart, just join us here so we can have. Obviously, thanks to Chart, he's built this awesome car. So Chart, you got to stand close because the microphone is with me.
Hello, Hennie.
Yes. So thanks again, Chart, for building us an awesome car. He put everything together. Roy and I pressed the button, like I said, in the Sprinter, but you had to make it happen. You went to the WCT, and started the whole thing. And you also said, we got to go big. Is it because of you that you said you were going to go big?
Yes. I think 2022 I was at Dakar, and I called you from there, and I said, Hennie, if we're building a car, there's no way we're doing it at a normal T1. It has to be a T1 Plus. That's where the whole market has shifted to. So glad we made that call. It only meant that we started this journey 3 years back. something like that. So we
So it was, let's go to Dakar. No, we can't go in an old car. Okay, we'll build a new car. That new car is very complicated to build. When we worked out how to build that, we said, no, we don't want that car in any case. So then we went for the T1 Plus.
So
but I mean, we got a proper car.
all I want to say for all the supporters is, yes, we are actually at Dakar.
Finally.
Finally.
And thanks. I mean, just thanks for everybody's support. You know, we really enjoy that people, you know, that we're grateful that you watch us. You know, a bunch of folks from Pretoria, you know, talking funny English here in Saudi Arabia. You know, so but thanks for everybody at home, and thanks for the support, and obviously Francisca and the kids. You know, without you guys, this wouldn't be worth it.